In this video, I'm going to show you how to convert a white paper, which is currently in Google Docs, into a 2-column magazine style ebook. So the one I'm going to use as the example is this. So I'm logged into Google Docs, and this white paper here, I want to turn this into an ebook. So this particular one is all about interactive content marketing for digital agencies. And it was produced by a company called Outsource, who we're working with at the moment. And so all you need to do is literally highlight the whole document. So you can either drag and highlight like normal, or do Control A or Command A if you're on a Mac, and that will highlight everything. And then click Copy. And then go into Designrr. I'm using an agency account, but you don't need an agency account to do this. Okay. You can do this you can import from a standard account as well. So I click Create New Project, and I'm clicking Import Manually. Okay, and so now all I need to do is paste in that content, and this is the whole document coming now. Okay, so first of all, the title. Okay, I want to put in the title section here at the top. So I'm going to take it out of there and put it there, article title. Just clear up the, put that there like that. Okay. I'm not going to bother with a link for now. And then let's move that up. Okay, so the next step really is to make sure that it's copied and pasted this cleanly. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm just scrolling through. It's a lot faster to make editorial changes in this screen than when you go into the design and layout mode. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm looking for any issues with the copying. Okay, so check the fonts are the same and everything, because sometimes when you do copy and paste, it for some reason it sees some sort of HTML code and it doesn't copy all the text correctly. So for example here, all the text you can see is just normal font. Here for some reason it's all in bold. Okay, so I'm going to try and get this unbolded, and for some reason it won't. Okay, so there's obviously a problem here with the code. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a look at the source code behind this. So this is where I am, Enter Interactive Content. And just here I can click on this icon and it will show me the source code, right? And what's happened, I can see here, instead of using the normal modern CSS layout, it's used an old-fashioned bold type bold type HTML code. So what I'm going to do is just going to remove that. Okay, and I'm going to remove that here. So often, in fact, it's quite rare that you'll get this, but I think it's just worthwhile showing. So basically, bolds like that I want to just remove. Okay, and then if I switch off the source code mode, you can see that the bolding is gone. Okay, so then I just quickly scan down. How does it look for the rest of the document? Looks good. All the images are coming really nicely. Okay, this bit's gone all bolded again for some reason. I wonder if I have to do the same thing here. So there's lots of blank paragraph marks and all this stuff. There's no content here. Okay, so I can just remove all this. It's just useless. Okay, still scrolling through. It all looks good so far. And so here, for example, it's put in these pound signs or hash marks So I'm just going to remove those, clean that up. I'm going to make that a capital R, for example. Do the same here. You know, I just want to make sure as much of the layout is done before I do the import, okay? Because it just saves time. Here again, this shouldn't be bold. This time it worked. I could just unbold it. Take off the bold there. Take off the bold there, and look what's happened. It's suddenly put that into whatever that's called. Let's take that off. So all this is when you copy and paste from some source documents, the HTML isn't clean. Okay. All right, and I'm going to get rid of that at the end. In fact, let's get rid of that too. Okay, so that is my clean white paper. I just edited it for some titles and just made sure that all the HTML codes that come through are all clean. Okay. Let's just do the same here. Right, so then all I need to do is click on Next. Select a template. So in this case, I'm going to select a 2-column template. I'm going to call this white paper. And in it comes. Okay, so now we're ready then to do the editing. So first thing first, I'm going to, the font size that's come in, okay, is quite large. And in a 2-column format, it means there's not a lot of content on the page. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the size. Okay, so what I do is just select a paragraph and go to the left-hand side. Anything down here applies to the whole document. Okay, not just the paragraph, the whole document. So text style, anything I change here affects the whole document. So it's going to affect the global paragraph style. So I'm going to put in font size 12. Okay, and you can see straight away that all the others have changed automatically. And then I'm going to change this master heading here. So at the moment it's 39 point. So I'm going to reduce that to like 24. And now what's happened is I've got all this white space. Okay, so what I do is I select the last paragraph and I click on this icon here, which is called repaginate. And what it does, it pulls in all the underlying text and strips out all this white space. So now I scroll down, I can see that these types of headings, this is the one I did before, but this type of heading, so subheading, is still too big. Okay, so I'm going to change that to like 22 and keep scrolling down and make sure everything else looks all right. So now I've come to a list, okay, and a list again is another style. So with a list, I want to change this to 12 as well to match the same size as the other one. Here, do the same thing. See, it says OL, that means ordered list. Let's change the size there. Okay, and we're pretty much there. Okay, I'm going to do a quick save, just take a snapshot of where I am, and I'm now going to just do a final check. So first of all, the heading at the top here, I'm just going to reduce the size of the heading to 30. There we go. And as you know, you can change lots of other things. You can change the colors and all that, the headings, but I'll leave that for all the other videos that I've done. What I want to do is just cover this particular layout for this style. Now, one thing I've noticed in this paragraph here, after every question mark, it's kind of pulled the text in. Okay, so I'm just going to grab each of those, click in it, and just move it to the next line. Like that. And do the same bit further down. That's just moved it onto the next page. Okay. All right. So and then I'm ready to go. So again, I'm going to do a snapshot, save, and then I'm going to click on just do one publish to start with, just to see what this looks like. And then I'm just going to show you a couple of more ninja tricks that you can do for this. Okay. So here's the layout now. So it's nicely laid out in a dual column format. All my headers have come through correctly. All the images have been resized for the dual column. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to Designrr. And now, first of all, I'm going to switch on page numbering. Okay, so I just go to Settings, Page Numbers, switch it on. And straight away you can see there, page numbers being put in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just align it to the right. Okay, so I just click on the container holding the page number, click on Right Justify or Align Right, and it pushes it over there just like that. Okay, so oh, and for some reason this paragraph, the size has gone back up. There we go. So I've now got page numbers. All I need to do is just put a new cover on. Okay, and so I just click anywhere on this home page, click on this icon here for set cover image, and I can just put an image here. So let's just choose this one. Okay, and we're done. Let's have another look at the published book. Okay, and there we have it. Okay, now if you have a pro account, then you can do a couple of other things. Okay, so firstly you can create a cover page simply by clicking on the 3D cover generator, and there's your cover page created, and you've got the hardback, paperback, and you've got different sizes that you can output, or if you just want a flat look with a drop shadow, then that's there as well. The other thing I want to show you that you can do is create a flipbook URL. So if you click on this as a flipbook, then what it does is it converts your PDF magazine into a flippable one. So I can literally flip through it like this. There we go. Alright, so that's a little bit more advanced tutorial on how to convert a Google Doc into a 2-column magazine style flippable ebook.